What's going on, everybody? Today we are kicking off season 2 of the Millet Pond, and this year we're doing the polar opposite of last year. Last year, if you followed along, planted a bunch of millet on about this 3-acre pond here, but we planted it too early in the summer, and by the time season got here, the birds had already been on it for about a month and just wasn't very productive. So this year, I'm out here, it's the day after Labor Day, and this is the first time I've been out to the Millet Pond in just over 3 months. Just pulled my trail camera, so I'm excited to check them. Maybe the banded goose has still been on it, but I just took a lap around the pond, and there is not a whole lot of food on it, not a whole lot of sign of waterfowl. I jumped one wood duck, and there's a couple decent stands of smartweed, but that's about it. So what I'm gonna try and do today is pull the drain plug and hopefully start draining the pond and be able to plant millet in here in the next 2 or 3 days and see if we can get a really late stand of millet to take here in Virginia. Looks like the plugs held pretty well. Gosh, I do not know about this. I'm a little bit nervous to try and pull this thing. There she goes. Yep. Oh yeah, she's kicking full force there. Woo! There's my drain plug. 4-inch drain plug, actually. I don't know why I said 3-inch. Works pretty well, as long as I can get it back in there. Sometimes it kind of slips here to one side or the other. That is a pretty sight right there. She's moving pretty good. That creek was dry about 3 minutes ago. Well, back out at the pond. It's been draining for exactly a week. It's the next Tuesday now, and it's dropped a pretty good amount. I think last year we drained it for 5 days, so pretty much 7 days this time. Got my buddy Garrett out here. We're going to put the drain plug in the pipe and then plant, I don't know, maybe 15-20 pounds of millet. Got quite a bit of exposed mud, a lot back there around the blind as well, so we're going to get to work. Hopefully we can get this drain plug in with no issues. You ready? It's right there. You got it? Yep. Heck yeah, man. Oh.
Big screw anymore and make sure it's like tight.
I don't want to over tighten it and have it slip. We got the drain plug in place, got a little wet, a little dirty, but water has stopped flowing, so got the hard part out of the way, hopefully, for the day. What we're gonna be doing now is Garrett's got the spreader with the bucket of millet here behind me, and I'm just working in front of him. There's a bunch of lily pads all around the pond, so I'm gonna rake up some spots in them so that we can plant a little more millet. I'm not gonna get rid of all of them, but the areas where they're easy to access, I'm gonna be raking them up.
It just sunk like 5 feet.
Right here's where I got the video of the deer and coyote in the water. So y'all can see it's really not that deep right here, maybe a couple feet. It's a little soupy right there. I had my trail camera on the tree right there, but I just can't understand how the coyote got the best of the deer right in here, or why the deer ran in here. I mean, it's all woods back behind here, so I don't know. Still trying to figure that one out. But I haven't found any deer carcass around here, so maybe she got away. I don't know how I missed this when I did the lap around the pond before I pulled the drain plug the other day, but I thought it was weird I didn't see any volunteer millet, and sure enough, there is a little bit back here right by the blind. We just finished getting everything planted that we're gonna get done today. Used all the seed. I'm really excited about this mud flat right out here. Nice and soupy right through there. And last year we didn't get to plant this. You can kind of see the line that we got to plant, that we drew the pond down to last year right in there. So excited to see how it takes this year, and hopefully we can beat the clock. Well, it's been 4 days since we planted the millet, and I am back out here this afternoon to do some fertilizing and then just check on everything. Took a quick lap. Looks like everything we planted has germinated, so already off to a good start. And I got some 10-10-10 fertilizer, and I'm just going to be spreading about 80 pounds in total around the pond. Got my little hand spreader, which I looked for a shoulder spreader in town, but unfortunately couldn't find one. I figured that would make my life easier, so I'm probably going to be making quite a few passes around and trying to jumpstart this millet. Basically, when I showed up, there was a dozen wood ducks here. Got my 2 trail cameras as well. I set up one right there on that stump, and then I'm gonna set up another one probably around by the blind. More volunteer millet that I missed back here. Hit this big bank of smartweed here. Can't hurt anything. Fertilizer is all spread. Before we wrap this one up, I am curious, is anybody else doing a project like this going into this waterfowl season? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm interested to know what type of habitat you're managing, you know, pond, a swamp, an impoundment, and what you planted in it and how it's going so far. I am going to have part 2 of this series, I guess. I'm probably not going to do as many parts as last year, but I'm going to do another update here in probably about a month, maybe 2 or 3 weeks if there's any big developments. But I got some work to do on this blind before we hunt out of it. Got to brush it. And then also, I've been putting a dog box and a bench in it for about a year or 2 now. So I'm going to try and get that knocked out next time I'm out here. But got the 2 trail cameras set up, got one right here in front of the blind looking over that really soupy mud flat. So they'll be watching over the pond, and I'll come here and probably check on it here in about 2 weeks. So I hope everybody enjoyed today's video. And if you guys enjoy these types of habitat management videos, waterfowl hunting videos, I'd really appreciate it if you click that subscribe button, because I have a lot more of these coming out this fall. I hope everybody out there is staying safe. God bless, and thanks for watching.